What's up everyone, this is Coach John here at CrossFit Liberate, bringing you an at-home workout today for June 24th, Wednesday. Today's workout is called Hook and Ladder. So we have 3 5-minute intervals today. So you'll be hitting 30 reps of 2 different movements, and each interval breaks those reps up into different sets. You're hoping to work for about 4 minutes out of the 5 minutes of work to earn about 1 minute of rest as you move through these intervals. Your score is going to be the total time that you're working, so you're going to want to track your time for finishing those 30 reps of each movement within that 5-minute interval, and then we'll add all 3 up for your total score today. All right, let's take a look at our warm-up for hook and ladder. So today we're doing 30 seconds each of Spider-Man stretch. We'll grab our odd object for some odd object strict press. We'll hit some frog hops, so just the top half of a burpee. Back to that odd object for strict press. Then mountain climbers. Odd object Romanian deadlifts. We're gonna go slow burpees. Back to those Romanian deadlifts with your odd object. Then we'll go lateral hops over the odd object. And finally, odd object strict press once again. For our mobility work, we're gonna hit child's pose on the odd object. So this is a great 2-for-1 stretch. You get a nice little hip opener with those hips back between the heels, and a good overhead stretch with those palms down on that odd object and letting that head hang through the window of the arms. Next, we'll go into an odd object assisted straddle stretch. So you'll get those feet nice and far apart, drop that head and chest through for that straddle position. We'll go 30 seconds down the middle, 30 seconds towards the right leg, and 30 seconds towards the left leg. All right, let's take a close look at hook and ladder. So on the 0, we'll start with 1 round, 30 lateral odd object burpees, and 30 odd object power clean and jerks. On the 5, we'll hit 2 rounds, 15 lateral odd object burpees, and 15 odd object power clean and jerks. And then on the 10, we'll hit 3 rounds of 10 lateral odd object burpees and 10 odd object power clean and jerks. So each round of today's interval workout includes the same amount of work completed in 3 different iterations. The total amount of work in each 5-minute window is 30 reps at each movement. You'll work through the listed reps and rest with whatever time remains until that next window. With rest built in, we're looking to move quickly through each interval. To ensure you have enough built-in rest, each piece should take less than 4 minutes to complete. This gives you at least 1 minute of rest before beginning the next iteration. Record your time for each interval, as your final score is the sum total of these 3 efforts. For the lateral odd object burpees, this movement is completed laterally over your odd object. The chest and thighs must hit the floor in the bottom, and you can jump up or step up out of the burpee. The feet should pass over the middle of the object as we jump across. There's no need to stand to full extension on the jump. For the odd object power clean and jerks, we'll use a light to moderate load here with the emphasis on cycling larger sets. This should be a weight that you can complete for 30+ reps unbroken when fresh. And as always, further movement subs and options are in the video description below. All right, our movement focus for today. On the odd object power clean and jerks, let's think about our elbows. The big technique focus of this movement will be the elbows. In the clean portion, let's try to keep the elbows sewed to the rib cage. Unlike a kettlebell swing, we don't want the weight to swing far away from the body. A swing away leads to a loopy path to the shoulders and can cause the weight to crash on us or pull us out of position. Keeping the elbows sewed to the body allows for an efficient path to the front rack. The hips still open hard like they would in a swing, but the weight will stay closer to the body. In the jerk portion of the movement, make sure the elbow is right next to the ear at the finish. This ensures full range of motion and a stable, stacked position. On the lateral odd object burpees, you want to think about 2 gears. These 2 gears are something that we can move at during those lateral burpees. The first option is the step-up burpee. This option is a touch slower but very sustainable. It can also help with the accuracy of footwork. The second option is the jump-up burpee. This option can be faster, but may not be as sustainable or accurate as the step-up option. Choose the one that will keep you moving the most during today's workout. You may opt to step up early and jump up as you get closer to the end of your final set of burpees. All right, so strategy advice for hook and ladder. We're looking to move with a purpose today in order to be able to earn some rest on these intervals. And while the rep schemes for each interval are a little bit different, the total workload is the same. You're still hitting 30 reps on the first, second, and third interval. So with that being said, we're trying to have fairly consistent times from that first, second, to third interval, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 seconds difference between those 3 efforts. So when it comes to the lateral burpees over that odd object, I want you to move at a pace that really supports your pace on the power clean and jerks. Doesn't have to be fast, just keep chipping away, but move at a pace that allows you to get right into those power clean and jerks as soon as you finish those burpees. If anything, slow these down just a hair so that you can go bigger on that power clean and jerk. So, and then on that odd object power clean and jerk, this is the most important movement in the workout because it's the only movement here that we're gonna wanna try to break up. Anytime we're thinking about breaking up a movement, we wanna kind of plan out what that rest is gonna be. As always, when we plan our rest, it usually ends up being a little bit shorter and more effective than any kind of rest that's forced upon us by maybe pushing our pace a little bit too fast and just having to suffer through that rest period. All right, make sure you get after this workout with some intensity. As always with CrossFit, we really want to bring intensity to our work to get that desired result. Make sure you post your scores into SugarWOD. We want to be tracking our fitness over time, always. And then if you're planning on coming back to the gym, can't wait to see you back in here in person.